Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome. It's Nurse Richard, the Wax Wizard. Thanks for joining me. A tough one today. More so the second ear of this patient, who was a lovely lady. Needed a lot of curettage to get this out, hooks, and more so the curette. But yeah, so stay tuned for that for all of those of you who say, he never gets any tools out. Well, yes, I do. You just don't always see it because they're very quick videos. But this one, the reason why I had to resort to it, I probably persevered with this a bit too long, really, was it was really sticky. And because it was quite hairy as well, I opted for the curette after this instead of putting oil in there, because when you get a particularly hairy entrance, sorry, my mind goes to places it shouldn't sometimes. When you get a really hairy ear entrance, I've distracted myself then. When you put the oil in, it's really difficult to see what you're doing. And so that's why I thought after this, I mean, it separated it from the edges with the suction probe there, but it wasn't going to come out. I did start with a hook to start with, but it was just a bit too soft for that, so we went for the curette in the end. But yeah, this ear, actually, believe it or not, wasn't giving her any problems, so she thought, until it came out. And then it came out, she's like, oh my word, that's made a massive difference. She came with what she thought was a problem in her other ear. Well, it was a problem in her other ear, a lot more. So you can see I've dug it in there, it just cut straight through it. I think I have one more try. I don't know why. And then flip it round, because it's the double-ended tool. And yeah, get it out with the curette. Yes, it's that kind of consistency that's quite soft, but it's also quite stretchy and quite dry, so a bit of a faff. Anyway, before I forget, subscriber of the day today is Nail Crusade. Now, I don't know what your name is because it doesn't say it on your profile, but she left me a message. I think it was when I was mentioning that I would love to get 100k subscribers soon, and she said, I'd love to be a subscriber of the day, but I'd be happy to get 200. And as you see by her profile there, I think she got 197. So I'm sure we can find 3 of you that can subscribe to her channel. So go and search for it. It's called Nail Crusade. I believe it's on. I did have a quick look at one of your videos. Very good. You put a lot of work into it as well. So well done you. You need more followers. So go and follow her. She does nails. So a lot of you ladies, and maybe some chaps too, who are interested in learning about all things nails, then go and check out her channel. I always try and support the creators if we can. We're all in this together, aren't we? So good luck to you, and I hope you get a few more subscribers from this. Anyway, as you can see, I've finally got this thing out with a curette, and it was at this point where she was like, oh my word, that's different than it was before. But she said she could hear okay. It's all relative, isn't it? And you have one ear that's really bad, and then one ear that's not quite as bad, but you don't realise how bad it is until it actually comes out. And you can see difference here. It's completely plugged. Absolutely no gaps anywhere in this. And again, I think I tried to start with the suction just to, sometimes you get lucky and it all comes out in one go with it. But quickly after touching up against this, I realised, well, that's not going to happen, is it? So again, got the curette out. What else have I got to tell you today? If you only just tuned in, never seen the channel before, we don't always talk about ears. Because there's, well, get a bit bored, to be honest with you. So I'll tell you. Now, a lot of people might be watching a video for the first time and like, what's he on about? Why is he not telling us about the ears? But some of you have been watching for ages, you'll kind of know it. If you watch them chronologically, you'll know a bit more about what I'm talking about. And if you're watching it for the first time, like, what's he going on about? Then you're probably thinking, why? What's he doing? Well, that's how the channel works if you've never watched it before. Talk about ears a bit and then have a bit of a chat about some other stuff. And, well, the stuff I forgot to tell you. I'll quickly first tell you about this lady, actually, because she was what I couldn't believe. She'd never had it done before, and she was in her 60s, 60, 62, thereabouts. But my God, she didn't look it. She looked about 20 years younger. She looked not a day over 40. And I had to ask her, I said, well, what's the secret? So it's just genetics, you know. She said her family were all the same, always looked young for their age. But yeah, I get told that sometimes, that you don't look your age. Or is it you don't act your age? Could be both. But yeah, it is, a lot of it is down to genes, looking good and even living longer. A lot of it's in your genes. There's good genes for longevity in my family. Most of my grandparents were in the like 90s, mid 90s. My wife's not so much, but it's probably just as well that she's 9 and 3/4 years, as she keeps reminding me, younger than me. But so yeah, we'll probably go around the same time, which is just what you want. Anyway, so yeah, getting the correct with this. Yeah, what else have I got to tell you? Funny story. Well, it tickled me anyway. Every day when kids get back from school, I always ask them, "How was your day? How was everything? Let's have a chat about it." I mean, most of the answer I always got from both boys was, "Yeah, it's all right," and that's it. She's not very talkative. They're like, "Well, yeah, it was school. What do you want me to say?" All that. That's not the same when I ask my daughter. She just liked to chat. It's an understatement, probably me saying that. So I was asking her, "Well, how was your day?" And I always dread the response, because I either get a barrage of "You'll never believe what happened," or anyway, it goes on for ages about it. And yesterday she said, because she's new in high school, it's her first year in high school, so everything's a little bit different. So she's getting used to being the youngest in high school as opposed to being the oldest in primary school. And she said all these older kids now, just because they've moved up a year, they're all like running around like they own the place. You know, they'll come barging down the corridor and barging everybody out the way, all the younger ones. And she said this kid came down the corridor thinking he was Timmy Tough Knuckles. And I said, "Who the hell's Timmy Tough Knuckles? Where have you got that from?" Because when you're from round here and someone's giving it the big I am, you'll say, well, there's a couple of sayings for it. You'll say he thinks he's Tommy Ten Men, or usually will I have to bleep this one? Nah, let's go for it, see what happens. Or the other one was he thinks he's Billy Big Bollocks, and or Billy Big Balls. But she said, yeah, he thought he was Timmy Tough Knuckles. Oh, who the bloody hell is Timmy Tough Knuckles? I've never heard that one before. If that's something that she just made that up, is it an Americanism? I don't know. I've never heard of it, but it tickled me. Like, who's he? That's funny. Anyway, enough about that. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Who is he? Is he some kind of? Is it something? It's probably something that went viral on TikTok, knowing her, and that's where they've got it from. But now, I'm sorry, but it's still Billy Big Bollocks to me, and everybody my age. Anyway, so as you can see, we got a lot out with the curette, and then it got to a point where it's quite deep in the ear, and I didn't fancy using the curette. You look at that big thick layer of skin there. And I'm not keen on using tools this deep in the ear, especially just in front of the eardrum like this is. So that's why we switched from the curette to get the more lateral stuff, the suction to get the deeper stuff. And it was this one, when it came out, that she was like, "Oh my word, there it is. There's my hearing." There we go, a bit late, but better late than never. So you'll also see it's very retracted this ear as well, so there may be some eustachian tube issue, either an issue with the tube that goes from the back of the nose to behind the ear. So at this point I asked her to pinch her nose and blow. I just wanted to check that it wasn't completely blocked. So you should see the eardrum move in a second. There you go. Some of it did, not all of it. So I think maybe that needs looking into as well, just to make sure there's no issue with the eustachian tube. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little chat and a little bit of satisfying earwax. If you did, then please feel free to let me know. And do you know what? No, I haven't forgotten subscriber of the day. I've done it. Anyway, go and follow our channel anyway. But for now, and follow mine too. Please don't forget that. But for now, take care of yourself, and I'll see you later. Ta-da.